Sat Nam. Hello, I'm Robert Halley, performing artist, certified yoga teacher, health, and life coach. Greetings. Greetings on this gift of day, Wednesday, February 12th, 2020. I welcome you to Word of the Day, an opportunity to gain some insights into your life through self-reflection, some phototherapy, and inner work. There's 5 steps to this process when we use a product called the coaching game. But first, before anything, let's just take a pause. It's an opportunity to meet yourself, to take off the hats and the roles and the goals you play in your daily life. So moving intuitively so that you can settle. Find stillness, find comfort. Lengthen spine, wide chest if you're sitting. Head floating on the spine. Relax your jaw, eyes, forehead. Focus on the air at the tip of your nose, traveling down into your lungs, bottom of your lungs. Let's take 5 mindful breaths and be compassionate and curious with what we're feeling. Everything is valid. Inhale deeply. Exhale through your mouth, letting out a sigh if you wish. Return to your natural breath. Find any intuitive movement. And again, not pushing away or shunning anything that came up. This was just 5 breaths. There's power in that. 5 breaths, 5 seconds, 5 minutes, 5 hours. You are you, and you're feeling what you're feeling, and it's valid. That's fuel for the next logical step. So, word of the day. We are using the coaching game by Points of View. Briefly, Points of View is a 14-year-old company. They create tools and trainings for self-development through creativity, photography, mindfulness, and life coaching. It's recognized by the International Coaching Federation as a top tool for all coaches, teachers, counselors. Hello, Hollis. Here we go. So the first stage is framing. So you're asked to think of a topic, a concern, a challenge, anything you want some insight into. Because sometimes we're looking at things from the same point of view. So when we look at art, another idea, another way around, maybe a quality in the photo or a key word will have you thinking in a different direction. So think of your issue, your concern, and it's okay if you don't have one, because being human is multifaceted, and already there's always something to think about. What do we get today? Let's see. I use my baby finger today. I'm feeling over here. Here we go. Briefly, some phototherapy. Observe the photo. What do you see? Notice the colors, the textures. What is obvious that you really know about this photo? And what's not obvious? Naturally, how does this photo make you feel? And do you see yourself in this picture in some way, shape, or form? Is there a connection between you and your area of interest? Okay, I'll step in to describe what I see, just as some guidance. I see a swan in a body of water that is so clear that the swan can actually see its reflection. I don't know if the swan's actually looking at its reflection or looking for fish or food, but looking at this photo, I see a replica of the swan, a mirror reflection. I see white feathers being illuminated by the sun. The water's not that bright, so I don't know if this is really early morning or sunset, but it's a beautiful image. Wow! Don't know where this is. Don't know if there's anyone else around, but it intrigues me. Let's look at the word. Remember, the word may make sense to you, may not. It can trigger another word. So as you can see, even with it backwards, the word is ego. Simple 3-letter word, ego. Without thinking of the card, how does the word ego hit you when you think of that word? What comes to mind? What other words come to mind? And today in your life, does ego make sense? The reflection of ego. Now, step 1 was framing. We picked a topic. Step 2 was choosing the card. Step 3 is expanding. So as we have been reflecting on the picture and the word, that's the expanding part. Of course, expanding is very effective when you enhance the expansion with a coach or with a journal. We need to talk or get things out instead of just keeping it in our head. With art, we're activating the right brain, so we have left and right activated for more expanded thinking. But again, for us to have momentum and next steps, talking with a coach or counselor, teacher, friend, or journaling. So we make those neural connections. Let's continue the expanding part with a life coaching question. So what's awesome about these cards is there's a number on them. And in this incredible resource book, we go to the page. There's a short story. Stories evoke reflection. There's powerful quotes. And then there's some life coaching questions. So I'm going to pick a question for today. But before I pick the question, let me read some chatter that just in general some people have regarding ego. It's thanks to me. I discovered it. I know best. It's your mistake. This is who I am. Don't try to teach me. I'm trying to make it fun for you. Oh, his is nicer. What will they think of me? You make me feel stupid. I don't want to speak to him. Or perhaps, you have hurt me. I want everyone to know how special I am. Me first. It's my favorite part. Getting to overact. Okay, life coaching question. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go with the longer question, which is, what parts of my ego would I give up? And what parts do I keep? Again, what parts of my ego would I give up? And what parts do I want to keep? So again, when we look at a question, we break down the words to know what those words mean to us. Obviously, a big part is ego and give up and keep. So defining what the ego is, again, this may mean different things to different people. I'll just share my 2 cents. The ego is actually necessary. it helps us be who we are, to operate in this incarnated body as the personality, to make choices. So it's awesome in terms of being who we are, having the roles of dancer, performer, cook, chef, engineer, and the knowledge that goes behind that. So the ego is there to serve us as a tool, as a co-pilot. So pondering that in your own definition, what would you want to give up? And what would you want to keep? Right? Because there's something bigger than ego, which is your values. And does that reflect in how your ego is taking charge? No right or wrong, just here for self-reflection, for your empowerment to be happier, healthier. Stage 4 in the coaching game process would be to focus. So asking yourself, what's the biggest insight in today's session? And the final stage would be doing. So how could you implement an action from your insight today? Can be a baby step, something light that can be done in the next 24 hours. Then pick one for the week and then the month. If you want accountability, message me. There's sliding scale coaching available, even brief 10-minute weekly check-ins. Message me. If you're interested in a customized workshop, please feel free to message me. If you want to learn more about Points of View, find Points of View Canada on any social media platforms or on the internet. The next day-long training is February 23rd. Until then, have an incredible day. I believe in you. Namaste.